I'm wide awake, but I was in the dark. I don't know where to start. I'm wide awake. What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to another YouTube video. And today, I haven't been sleeping really well. I haven't been sleeping well at all, so I decided to watch a movie where other people haven't been sleeping well. I decided to watch Awake, which is a horror movie, a psychological thriller type horror movie, because there's no actual monsters in this movie, which I think is pretty cool. Not gonna lie, I actually like the concept of this film, and I don't know why it has such poor ratings, but we'll get into all of that just a little bit later in the video, because without any further delay, let's hop, skip, and jump over to what Google has to say about this movie. So it has a 22% on Rotten Tomatoes, which I think is incredibly low for a movie like this, and I'm kind of upset that the movie that we took a look at yesterday, The Dead Don't Die, has a better Rotten Tomatoes score than this one. I'm actually upset by that. It also has a 2.1 out of 5 on Letterboxd and a 4.9 out of 10 on IMDb. You can watch this exclusively on Netflix, and global hysteria ensues after a mysterious catastrophe wipes out all electronics and takes away humanity's ability to sleep. Scientists race against the clock to find a cure for the unexplained insomnia before its fatal effects eliminate the human race. When Jill, a former soldier, discover her young daughter may be the key to salvation, she must decide whether to protect her children at all costs or sacrifice everything to save the world. So, how the story starts is with a deadbeat parent stealing drugs from a hospital to sell to a drug dealer. And she goes to visit her kids with her grandma, and it's her day to take care of them and to go spend the day with them. She gets in a car crash because all technology just ceases to work, and the car slams into the lake. The girl dies for like 3 minutes, and she's brought back to life with a pair of CPR. And then they all go home and go to sleep. None of them can sleep, except for the daughter. She then goes to steal more drugs from work because she needs the drugs. And everybody wants the drugs, so she can get triple, quadruple the price for them. And she gets busted by the army. The army aren't very happy about this, but warn her that there's going to be a safe haven and that they need her former skills, because she was previously an army member. She then walked back home and was like, fuck that, because she accidentally let it slip that her daughter can sleep as well, which shouldn't happen. So she spends the whole movie trying to protect her daughter from everybody, because everybody's going fucking insane. Everybody at the church thinks that she's like a messiah and that she should be sacrificed so that they can all get a good night's sleep. And they manage to escape that, leaving the grandma to die, unfortunately. We then have them travel on a road trip, go to a library where they try and teach her stuff to prepare her for being alone. A prison riot breakout happens, and they get in the car, and someone else is in the car. They stole the car, and they go to a crashed aeroplane and steal all the luggage. Then they continue driving, get attacked multiple times by multiple different gangs, all manage to escape with their lives every single time. They get out the car, go to the facility, and try and ask the old lady what's happening. The old lady is upset because she just wants to die, and she should be dead, and then, you know, she joins the science lab and starts experimenting on this old lady and also her daughter. They then all start having a mass sort of hallucination where they're being shot and being under attack. The boy, the son dies and he gets brought back to life, and then the mum is about to die from exhaustion after everybody else in the place kills each other. Then the two children are like, oh my god, you gotta kill yourself and come back to like be able to reset the timer because I was dead at the start of the film. Honestly, a good plot point, which I think was teased out very well throughout the rest of this movie. I'm going to be completely honest. I thought it was a valid plot twist, and I really did like it, to be fair, because she died at the start of the movie, and she was one of the few people that could sleep, and people wouldn't think of killing you and bringing you back to life to see if that would work to cause you to sleep. I think it was a brilliant plot twist and something that you just wouldn't expect to think of, and genuinely caught me off guard. I thought it was a pretty interesting plot twist. I did feel like I'd watched this movie before, but I don't remember if I did or not, and I'm now like feeling delusional because I'm not sure if I have seen this movie or not. When I'm here talking about it,
I feel like I have a strange sense of deja vu, like I have seen this twice, but when I was watching it, I never recognized the movie from anywhere. So I am really confused whether I have seen this before or not, and that's just a personal preference. I feel like I've seen this movie before, or this plot line before, but I can't exactly pinpoint it from where, or even if I did watch this movie twice. This movie has some incredible actors in it, like the young girl is Tiny Tina in Borderlands the movie. She's also in the Barbie movie as the young girl, and I believe the mum is quite a famous actress as well, who's in quite a few other movies. So the actors are pretty cool, and it's nice to see some of their starting movies where they started out and where they first started to become actors, and seeing their early work and seeing how much they've progressed as actors as time has gone on. I just think it's really cool and interesting to see a actor's growth over the course of their movies. The drama and the violence in this movie did kind of feel over the top, I'm gonna be honest. I don't get the point in looting if you're tired. If you're tired and delusional, why would you loot? However, you are delusional, so you don't really have a thought. So you know what? Crazy people go crazy, and I just rebutted my own point. So you know, we all go. We all rise and grind. I just feel like every time they felt like they were making progress, they got stopped and they got attacked. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how many people are hiding out in the woods waiting for cars to come through. I really don't think that's reasonable, and really don't think that's going to work, Chief. I really don't think that's how people would act or think. I feel like they'd all stay pretty close to main civilization, unless they had quite a lot of stuff already with them. And this movie takes place over the course of like 4 days, and people get incredibly desperate by like the 4th day. So it is a really interesting concept, because we have had movies where people haven't been able to see, they haven't been able to talk, they haven't been able to hear, or they haven't been able to look at something. And this is an interesting one where you're not able to sleep, because that really does have like psychological effects with people, and people start to see things if they don't sleep for so long. Very similar to what the Phantoms are based off in Minecraft, where if you don't sleep for like 3 days, you'll start to see these monsters, which I just think is really cool and really interesting. So I kind of wish they played into that with a little bit more hallucination than what they did, but it was still a decent movie and one that I would watch again. I genuinely thought it was a good movie. Other than that, I hope you all enjoyed this YouTube video. I'll see you all next one. Hope you all have an excellent day, and goodbye. Stay home and stay safe. Personally, I think Rotten Tomatoes did this movie dirty. This is a solid like 6 out of 10 movie. This is pretty high up there from the standard of movies which I've watched recently. So 6 out of 10 is fucking solid in my book.